Some in New Mexico outraged after an AP investigation revealed hundreds of thousands of fentanyl pills were intentionally let into the states.
Yeah, the federal government says it was intended to help prosecutors build larger cases. Jason McNabb joined us live in the newsroom with those details.
Well, yeah, Doug and Sasha, both Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham and Mayor Tim Keller say the DEA knew the operation could lead to deaths and are now calling for accountability.
It is disgusting that they were using Albuquerque in New Mexico as like collateral damage in, sort of just a high-level theory on fentanyl.
Local leaders such as Mayor Tim Keller and Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham calling for accountability following the reveal of the DEA allowing fentanyl into New Mexico's streets in order to catch higher-profile distributors. Governor Grisham going as far as asking for an investigation by the state DOJ into federal agents. The DOJ saying they're looking at the next steps.
To put meaningful charges on the people who are truly profiting off of the misery of others, you have to use other investigative techniques to link.
Alex Ubaez is a former U.S. attorney for the District of New Mexico from May of 2022 to February of last year, during which this practice was taking place. His office oversaw the tactics that federal law enforcement used to build cases. Despite the DEA's practice occurring during his tenure, he maintains that drug overdoses as a whole dropped during that time frame, referring to this CDC data.
So would you say overall you still support the policy and its intent?
My job is always to save lives, right? And so the question we really should be asking now is whether or not the policies that we're implementing are going to save lives. This is an easy answer. We have the evidence. The CDC data proves it.
Despite this, law enforcement officials across the state are not pleased with the way the tactic was used.
I was really shocked to hear that they would allow something like that to happen.
Jack Jones has been the chief of the Espanola Police Department for only a few weeks, but saw the city's fentanyl problem firsthand for years when he was deputy chief. He believes this DEA policy most likely resulted in deaths in his city.
It would be my humble opinion and expertise that yes, it had reached several of our communities, and especially Espanola and northern New Mexico.
While he supports a state investigation, he also believes more needs to be done at the state level to stop the flow of fentanyl.
The feds are working high consequence. The people bringing drugs into the state of New Mexico, and local law enforcement needs to be working those areas that they have control over, that they can go after the local drug dealers.
Now, First Assistant U.S. Attorney Ryan Ellison is out of town, so he could not comment. But a spokesperson said in a statement that the DEA is requesting an independent review of their own actions. Jason McNabb, KOAT Action 7 News.